All right, so we're getting to our third segment now. Oh my God. And I saw one person walked in, so thank you for coming. This is an event about Edison and Tesla and their rivalry. So, I don't know if you recognize the music, but this is the music. Thank you. Music from Super Mario World. The level where you fight Bowser. Well, you're going to the castle to fight Bowser. Anyway, so let's talk about the War of the Currents. I'm being told to explain what a current is. I said no. I'm being asked please. I'm going to say sure. Okay, thank you, no problem. So what is a current? A current in metal wire is the flow of electrons pushed along by a voltage.
The electrons don't move.
The electrons don't move. Oh my God, Cosmos Mag didn't say that. That is a legitimate website. It wasn't Cosmo Magazine, it was Cosmos Magazine. And I didn't know, they had to have been aware of this, but yeah, you know, the current is the flow of electric charge. So their question between Tesla and Edison was, how are we going to bring electricity to the masses? Are we going to do it through alternating current or direct current? And the first question that should come up, or might come up, is what's the difference? AC versus DC. DC, direct current, it flows in one direction. So now I'm being asked to give examples from them. And when I say them, who am I talking about?
Us.
I'm talking about the government. So, and I'm going to say yes, I can give examples. So, you know, direct current can be seen in cell phones, solar panels, flashlights. Oh, and also pocket radios and portable CD players.
What are those?
Yeah, nobody has those. Cell phones, yes they do. So Edison favored DC lighting system. His company was already using it. I think 2 music tracks are playing at once, but I think that's okay. I think why not get used to a new song? That's Edison and DC, as you can see how much they love each other. So alternating current is when the flow of energy changes direction. So we have direct current, which it goes in one direction. Alternating current, it changes direction periodically. This is more practical because basically you can supply this to a large city, and basically direct current can only at that time do within a 1 mile radius from the power source. And now, okay, so I guess I can provide one example of AC being used. Our homes and heaters. This was a direct quote from a forum about this. Someone was asking, where can I use AC current? And they said, do you remember which TV you watched the Patriots lose to the Giants on? Yeah, that one uses AC electricity. The amount of vitriol in that statement. So Tesla favored AC because with the use of a transformer, which transfers electrical energy, it can be sent to long distances over relatively small wires at a conveniently high voltage. Then reduce the voltage, and it's less costly. That's Tesla and AC. As you can see, they're very happy together. So from Paris to New York, Edison hired Tesla. That's where we left off with them. And this music is very ominous. But so yeah, Edison thought that his ideas were great, but they were impractical. This is the trip he made from Paris to New York City. Please disregard that. That is Tesla's trip, not Lender's flight. So there was a bet. That's the thing that kind of was the charge, pun intended, for this whole war of the currents. So Tesla told Edison how much he admired him when they worked together in New York. They began working together, and he started to describe his plans for an alternating current motor. So Edison hired him to make, so Edison said, okay, you know what, disregard your AC current thing, can you make improvements on my DC generation plants? And then Tesla took that job, and Edison said, all right, I'll give you $50,000 if you succeed at this. So Tesla worked tirelessly at this, and he did succeed. He succeeded, and he went to Edison to claim his reward. And do you know what happened? Yes. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. He said to him, when you become a full-fledged American, you will appreciate an American joke. And Tesla was not happy. He was a not happy person. But it was also a really bad joke from Edison. So, if you're gonna tell a bad joke, so Edison instead offered him a $10 a week raise. So Tesla then quit and spent the next few months picking up odd jobs across New York City. He worked as a ditch digger for $2 a day during the winter of 1886 to 1887, which he considered one of the worst periods of his life. But life soon turned around for Tesla. I don't know if his life is turning around, but he's literally turning around, and that's good enough. Thank you, Shutterstock, by the way. Westinghouse. George Westinghouse came to Tesla, basically saved his life at that point. Westinghouse had helped change the railroad by inventing a railway air brake, and was the pioneer of the electrical industry in that sense. And he was very wealthy, and he believed in Tesla so much that he founded the Westinghouse Electric Company to rival Edison. So he was going to fight alternating current with DC current. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But then Edison's like, you know what? I'm gonna put out some propaganda there because I don't like this. I don't like this talk of AC. So he said DC was still the better choice because it was safer, and that AC was dangerous. So this gets a little gruesome and also tragic. But he was prompted to conduct experiments on animals from the Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The founder, and boo Henry Berg Jr. and Edison here, it's fine, contacted him to ask him whether electrocution might provide a humane way of killing unwanted animals. During these experiments, Edison and his assistants electrocuted a number of animals, chiefly dogs provided by the SPCA. He used AC to electrocute humans also, or a human, teaming with Harold Brown, a self-taught engineer. Never a good string of words. He was commissioned to build, so this guy Harold Brown was commissioned to build the first electric chair for capital punishment. And a guy named William Kemmler was convicted murderer who was the first person to be legally executed using the electric chair in 1890. It didn't go well. It took a lot longer than expected to electrocute him. And people in the room said if you read the article, they said some pretty gruesome things, like they could smell his burning flesh. Yeah, I'm sorry to have to say that, but, and then so we had an audience member previously mentioned Topsy. The truth is, Topsy is an elephant that in 1903 was killed by electrocution. And Thomas Edison is generally blamed for this. This is the one thing he actually was not personally involved with, though. His company was, though. Which exactly. But I'll just say this. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good either. I understand what you guys are saying. No, it's okay because his company didn't. He didn't. But the thing is, I think where the misinterpretation comes in, it had nothing to do with the current war. But people will associate it with the War of the Currents. The War of the Currents was over by that point, 1903. Topsy was electrocuted, and it was by his company. But Edison himself, I think, was distance from it. That's not good enough. I get it. But I understand. So the final battle. Can anyone name those two characters from where that's originally from?
Scorpion and Baraka.
That's right. It's from Mortal Kombat. Those are two characters. I know everyone in the audience is. I know that's not true. Not everyone in the audience is playing Mortal Kombat. But those are two characters from Mortal Kombat. So the final battle occurred at the Columbian Expedition, also known as the Chicago World's Fair, which was the first World's Fair lit by electricity. This was basically the final thing between GE and Westinghouse. GE wanted to supply them with DC current to light the whole thing. But Westinghouse was like, we want to supply you with AC current. So GE proposed they'll say, all right, you have to pay us about $2 million to do this. And they're like, well, that's a really high amount. We don't want to do that. So then like, all right, we'll revise our decision. How about $600,000? And they still said no, the fair. So then Westinghouse proposed about $400,000 and they won. They won the contract. And Tesla and Westinghouse introduced the public to alternating current electrical power. And the last step in this was that General Electric said, all right, you're going to light it, but we're not going to supply you with our bulbs. We're not going to supply you with any of our things. So then Westinghouse was like, all right, that's fine. We're going to make our own things. We're going to make our own double stopper light bulb. And so they were able to light the fair. And about 100,000 people attended this. So this helped him and Westinghouse win the War of the Currents. Congratulations to Nikola Tesla. And that is a photograph of Tesla lighting the World's Fair. Woo! And then, wait, what else happened at the fair? Wait, well, but maybe it does matter.
H.H. Holmes.
The Congress of Mathematicians met. And also Milton Hershey bought a European exhibitor's chocolate manufacturing equipment and added chocolate products to his caramel manufacturing business. What did that look like? This is a Congress of Mathematicians. As you can see, they are holding chocolate Hershey bars. But then, when I saw this picture, one thing got me. It's the guy in the middle. Guy with the white beard. He's wearing a hat that says, I like Hershey, and this is 1893. And that was dumb. And then also, so we have AC/DC in the band. You guys have heard of AC/DC? Yeah, let's give it up for AC/DC. So they, this was inspired by alternating current and direct current. Malcolm and Angus Young, oh, yes, question.
H.H. Holmes.
Wasn't he the murderer?
Yeah, and he was at the Columbian Exposition.
He was, that's right. That also happened, but he was a serial killer that was at the, but I figured, we can talk about Hershey bars and the Congress of Mathematicians. What's more important here, serial killers or, But there's a very good book on that, actually.
The Devil in the White City.
The Devil in the White City. So I'm not selling copies tonight. Okay, so Malcolm and Angus Young. They were two musicians who played guitar in AC/DC. And they saw on their sister sewing machine that said AC/DC. And they're like, we're going to call ourselves that. And then this was a quote from a site, which I didn't know this. Did you guys know this?
I did.
Wow, yeah, I had no idea. So, if you ever looking to use slang term for bisexuality, and that's a shirt, AC/DC. Okay, now, more importantly, I want to welcome our next comedian to the stage. She's a freelance writer whose words have appeared in Reductress, The New York Post, Fast Company, and Edible Magazine. She regularly comes in third place at Brooklyn's Thunderdome, and she won a spelling bee in middle school and was awarded an ice cream sandwich after the second place speller threw a chair across the room in anger. Wow. I'm so sorry about that. Please welcome Allie Spear.